Hey guys, so the Saga Frontier is going to be moving to a no-wipe style of system with the coming Season 3. That's not going to change. This video is just about how the game could have succeeded by implementing 4 simple things while still maintaining a solid wipe cycle. So I'm going to quickly state each of the 4 points and then discuss the why and the how they would improve the game to a point it would allow it to thrive. Number 1, the free loadout system. This is already coming, but it really is a very solid and needed system. Number 2, allow helmets, armor, and bags up to the blue level rarity to be purchasable behind quest locks. Number 3, shorter wipes. Currently, the amount of content in the game would be comfortably supporting around a 2-month long wipe cycle. Number 4, quarters progression does not reset. This allows players to maintain some form of progression while also removing a very annoying, repetitive area of the game early on. So, what we should start to see from these 4 changes would be that the game would have a very clear line of progression for armor, questing would feel more relevant, and making money would have more of a purpose than just to buy guns. Not much more, but still something else. With something else to actually spend your hard-earned K-marks on, then we would start to see different levels of money making appear. Brittle Titan ore runs would make a comeback, players would start to spend a bit more time in the jungle farming marauders and focus crystals, prospectors would be more inclined to try out things like the Korolev laser drill and ICA oil pumps, because a successful run of one of those means multiple kits back in their stash, instead of just backup weapons. A simple change, but it would also then push people towards crafting more endgame gear, or even forging, which in turn pushes them towards more drills for exotic forging, or killing crushers for crafting. These kind of gentle nudges in the direction of endgame content allows them to become more familiar with the game and progress easier and enter the endgame content, whatever that would be as it gets added with each wipe. Which brings us around to the shorter wipes and quarters progression not resetting. For the quarters, some players may feel that having that kind of an advantage early on would be too much for an experienced player, which may be a valid concern if items were time-gated or locked behind levels, but to get a blue armor set, you can pretty much easily craft this within the first hour of the game with the knowledge of how to do so prior. Guns are a little bit different because they are actually locked behind trader faction levels, but can also easily be found in stashes or for free from the free loadout system. So the daily supply crate wouldn't really be a concern for experienced players stomping everyone else. K-mark generators cap out currently at, I'm pretty sure, 4,300 K-marks per hour. Realistically, this just isn't a concern for anyone and should honestly be buffed quite considerably. Aurum generators may be an issue with insurance and how it currently works, but at the same time there will always be players like myself who have only ever used Aurum exclusively for cosmetic purchases. Thanks to my generator, I'm sitting at over 6,000 Aurum without ever purchasing any. Just have to wait for a skin that I actually like to spend it on. And lastly, the shorter wipes, still resulting in the complete removal of your stash, money, and faction reputation to replicate the early game fights we all love. Medicals dealing death with each shot fired, the Bulldog Bolty combo coming back, dominating once again, and with all of the mechanics slowly pushing you towards completing quests and making money, progressing your character will become more organic in the beginning and a fine art as you get more experience with each reset. Maxing out your quarters will become a solid goal, engaging in PvP less devastating should you lose, and overall just a smoother experience. Of course, a lot of this is determined by a lot of other factors. New content being added to the game in a timely manner to suit the shorter wipe cycle, giving players something to look forward to each time. A nerf or removal to the K-mark cost of crafting armors, as to not make crafting of these armors obsolete. Systems being put in place alongside the battle pass like seasonal achievements and faction wars to grant cosmetics and determine what guns get added in the next season. Lots of this I've covered before, but this is my stance on the no wipe situation. A lot of people have asked my opinion, and I believe that not every aspect was thoroughly looked at when making this major decision. I could be wrong, of course. The main problem that we all have as a community here is through a lack of communication with the dev team and their plans for the direction of the game afterwards. something I will comment on in a future video. Thanks for watching, I hope you enjoyed it and gained a new perspective enough to like the video down below, sub to the channel, and I'll see you in the next one.